Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Also, hola and konnichiwa. Welcome back to this crazy video. Anyway, let me talk to you guys about stuff. And I know this is kind of ridiculous, but I have to address the situation first. I'm feeling kind of betrayed by my family. Well, partly my parents. And I think they're trying to beat this into my head and my brother's head and saying not being rich and famous is going to help you in life. Well, guess what? You thinking this is easy? It's not easy. Because they thinking what I'm doing, it's ridiculous. Actually, that's not my father's views. My mother's views. My father, on the other hand, nah, he just wants me and my brother to get a job. Well, he wants my brother to get a job. Working at Amazon. I'm like, why? Why do you want to do that? I mean, I've been talking about this yesterday, and I know I mentioned about, I don't want to go on some kind of randomness on Monday, but it was very uncalled for my father, and let alone my mother, to agree that saying my brother needs to get a job at Amazon when the fact is he works at a bowling alley. Oh, and it's just because my mother says, oh, because John thinks it's a certain percent at the pro shop, because that's what he does. Yeah, I don't think you know what to do about that. I mean, seriously, telling him telling me to say that kind of stuff and telling him no, I don't think so. And besides, if he needs to have an accounting job, I'll have him help me out, because I'd rather have him start a YouTube channel to talk about polling. But I have to start on my convention. And I should also tell him that, some other stuff. But anyway, then of course I have the most weirdest thing happen to me last night. As I was in my bedroom and I was calmed down, probably because of the shower, because I was kind of hot and I didn't have the cover on me, so. And what happened? So I decided to watch Colleen Ballinger, one of her videos, and it was about the time that how her best friend Corey DeSanto came out to her as gay while they were in college, and I was like, really? And I was, even though I watched the whole entire video, but here's the weird part. I'm trying to watch the video, and my mother just comes, and then she just stands there. And I don't know what was going through my mind. It was either she was wondering why I was trying to cool down, or the fact that she wants me to listen in. And she wants to listen to what I'm watching, and I'm like, no. And I don't think, and because of that, I looked at her and saying, what do you want? And of course she goes off her marrying. I don't know, I just couldn't remember the rest of the after she stand there. And this is the reason why I'm kind of angry, because I didn't want her to, see what I do when I'm trying to get to sleep. And it's not for her to find out. She's probably going to be questioning me what I'm watching. I'm watching one of my favorite YouTubers who wants to tell to her fans about that is not easy to coming out when it's when it also has to do with when it has to deal with a religion. And I was kind of very angry at how things ended up for Corey, and because I feel very I feel that, you know, it was very uncalled for. And it's not just because it's because this religion, which apparently I am part of, but I don't go to churches anymore because it's the same thing. And just don't get mad at me. It's just my mother's way. But for me, from what I'm hearing about this, sounds very horrible. That how, no matter what, I mean, how 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 Corey was treated. Anyway, I'll leave you guys the link down in the description below if you want to check out Colleen's video with Corey about how the time he came out to her being gay and how things went. And just letting you guys know, it's kind of sad and stuff. Anyway, so because of this craziness happened, I was really wanted to say something, but I was going to say something kind of stupid, but at the same time, I was going to, you know, say that, you know, it was not fair enough. It was not fair and not nice that Corey was treated that way, especially because these people who were supposed to be his friend and just backed out while Colleen, she accepted. And, you know, and I feel like this is kind of a ridiculous situation. And despite who I am, you know, this is how I am. Where I'm doing YouTube, and it's nothing have about me being gay, but I'm not really gay, but just letting you guys know. But it's hard to be a YouTuber, especially because you don't want anybody in your family to get involved unless they force you to, because they don't respect you because of boundaries. So anyway, so what's worse than that is, actually, I should tell you guys a crazy story about someone who came out gay, and it's just how it is. If you guys didn't know, about years ago, I guess, I don't know, it was a few years ago, I found out, I found out from, I guess, from Twitter, I found out that somebody who is from TMZ somehow was hanging around the airport and talked to Darren Young, who is a pro wrestler, and you know who company he's in. Anyway, so they confronted him, and it was about the time of SummerSlam week, and he asked him a question, and I think he was getting, I think because it came to the point where he ended up, I felt like he was harassing him and pressure him to reveal that he was gay, and I'm like, what? Really? So it took me like some time to process this, and I'm like, I have no problem with this. So despite that, he was pressured, and it was just ridiculous. But at the same time, you know, this was a wide opening for everybody. And then, of course, there was the fact that there was somebody who I was following on Twitter. When Darren Young came to have his wrestling match, I get onto Twitter and to tweet about this, and I see this person, and he was being homophobic, and I was like, yo, like, no, I'm not gonna have this on there. So because of this, I did not interact with this person. I ended up blocking them, and it's because of this. And I was like, no way it's gonna be happening. You're just very upset because he revealed to be gay, and you're not being supportive. That's just disgusting. So because of that, and because of all this stuff, I like to support people no matter what, and that's why I ended up following him on Instagram, and I like to see how he's doing, especially when he has his family. But at the same time, it was just, I was just glad that, trying to be supportive. But for somebody to go into any social network like Twitter and say things so out of the ordinary, I'm like, yeah, no, don't do that, please. Ugh. Oh, it's like you're having a problem with him. He didn't do nothing wrong to you. It's probably because he revealed to be gay, and you have a problem with that. Yeah, you know what? Go away. Do not talk crap about him. I don't know. It was the first time or it was the second time. I don't know. He said like one. This person said it like once or twice, probably 3 times, and they were being so homophobic, and also so something else I cannot say because then I would get so much death threats. But anyway, I was like, yeah. So I think because what I watched last night, because of watching Colleen's video about. She found out about Corey being gay. I think I had to tell you guys that because that was the part of it. Because, it made me very upset. Even though that part was like the part of how he was being treated. And pretty sure there was a lot of people treating badly. So I think for me witnessing somebody go on to Twitter and saying bad things about somebody else who's real to be gay, and they think it's okay to say this kind of stuff when the fact it wasn't, because it was just that he didn't do nothing wrong, and to this person that just being so homophobic just nearly made me feel upset and sick and disgusted. And, it just made me felt so angry because, I want to support somebody, and I enjoy people. In fact, I have other gay people I follow. And it's not just darn young. I mean, I follow Clinton Kelly, Sam Champion and his husband. I also even follow one of the best YouTubers out there, Joey Graceffa. I mean, seriously. And I was really, 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 when somebody goes onto Twitter and say this kind of stuff, I was like, yeah, no. And I was really kind of, offended when somebody say that kind of stuff about somebody else, when the fact it's not true. Anyway, that's just how I want to express how angry and upset I was when somebody do something very badly. And for Corey, I'm just glad he has a friend in Colleen Ballinger. And for anybody else who thinking that for Corey to go to HE double hockey sticks, they can just go pound sand. And I mean, there is no way in any some sort of religion and would have proven any point that that gay can people who will come out to be gay is unacceptable, because it's garbage. Which, I mean, there's no proof in it. I mean, seriously, no matter what. And I don't know, this is how I feel about just talking about it. But I just really wanted to say that because of how the reason why I had to talk about that part is because of how I felt of reacting too much of it. But for somebody to be upset about somebody being gay, yeah, they didn't do nothing wrong. I mean, especially because, and for what I'm just saying is, it's just horrible. But back to the situation about my mother. So for her, I think she was just eavesdropping to see what I'm watching. And it wasn't for her to know about this because she doesn't care. Alright? Because she'll just say to me, those two are crazy, like you are. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Mom. Thanks for being a mother to me and telling me stuff like that. And that's why I was kind of fearing. Though that and plus some other things that nearly almost got me up late last night. But forced me to watch crazy videos. Maybe, I don't know. Watching other people, watching a couple of my favorite YouTubers' videos probably meant that I'm forcing me to have some bizarre dream. And I don't know why this happened, but I mean, it's just how it happened. I mean, it was just a dream, but it was just bizarre, and it almost felt like not safe for work kind of a situation. But I'm going to leave it to you guys to that. I mean, I just can't tell you guys what happened because, I just want to respect, people and their lives. But anyway, guys, I have to wrap this up because I'm going to go try to, and we're going to have this video up soon, but as soon as I can get the music down, if I can download the music again, because even though it's so weird that I tried to download music that I wanted to put for my videos, ended up somehow on the music app that is not necessary. And even though when I remove it off of there, it's actually really gone. You know what I'm saying? Ay. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to figure that out. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go and figure this out. And I'm hoping you guys stay really cool, stay really awesome. And hopefully sometime I'll see you guys maybe later. It depends what's going on. Okay. Bye.